Welcome to Attack on Taiwan. I am Chen Mingjun. Take you to see the wonderful life of ordinary people. In the past 2 years in Taiwan, there is a mobile food truck with fried chicken and fried rice. Very, very red. Show up at 5 o'clock every evening. Everything was sold out in 20 minutes. Because it is freshly made. Wait 2 to 3 hours to get it. The guests are still enjoying the meal. The boss is 26-year-old Chen Weiling. The craftsmanship is very good. At the age of 18, he got a second-class chef certificate. In college, he was a consistent winner in food competitions. But her hands. I was injured in a car accident when I was in college. Opened 5 times. Still can't heal. Now I still rely on wrist guards. Only then can you stir-fry delicious food. She said she would work so hard. Because I was born in a poor family. Raised by grandma. Only by supporting social welfare groups can you grow up. So she made up her mind since she was a child. Want to be a chef. Turning poor life with cooking. Also help more people. More than 20 people at 5 p.m. on the roadside of Taoyuan. Not waiting for some big star. But to kill this. The craziest in Taoyuan. Fried chicken fried rice action food truck. I'll be here at about 4:20. How long have you waited? More than 2 hours. Almost. Why wait so long to eat? For us, we just order first, go to the side for a cup of coffee and come back to pick up your meal. Fried chicken wings and chicken nuggets, wrapped in powder paste imported from Korea. Fried very crispy. Once peeled, the meat is delicate and juicy. But the super popular chicken nuggets can also be upgraded. Add minced garlic or golden sand. Become unique in Taiwan. Taiwan-style stir-fried chicken. No matter how long you wait, you have to eat it. I think it's the chicken. The taste is not bad. The meat won't be very good. Golden sands will stick to the fried chicken. It tastes like egg yolk. The taste of salted egg yolk. Then there's fried chicken. Tumbling fried chicken. Sprinkle with pepper and sesame seeds. Aroma explodes. What's even cooler is that you can also follow. Made with Thai jasmine rice. Old-style fried rice mix. The taste of piping hot and freshly fried. Just how it tastes. It's delicious. It's delicious. Fried chicken is juicy. Then the fried rice becomes clear again. Then the fried rice becomes clear again. And then it's delicious. And then it's delicious. The owner of this food truck. It's young. Chen Weiling is only 26 years old. Started business less than 2 years ago. Relying on high CP value. Became a lot of netizens. The object of pursuit of early adopters. Scheduled to arrive at 5 o'clock. But after 4 o'clock, someone came to compete for the first place. From Zhongli. You ride a motorcycle. How long does it take to ride here? Babe. Half an hour, maybe. Come and eat a fried rice in half an hour. Does it worth? It's worth it and it's delicious. You ordered 4 meals, right? 3 rice and 3 sticks of fried chicken. Goodbye. Is it okay to get it at 8:30? It's 8:30. It's about 5:30 now. About 3 hours. Less than 20 minutes to order. Today's limited edition of 80 portions of fried rice has been sold out. Leftover chicken steak to order. There's not even any food left. Okay, thank you. I am sorry. We're ahead of the line, yeah. So far ahead, because she bought 7, so it's really to the customers behind. So sorry. Just arrived. After queuing for 2 hours, I finally got it. Lucky. It's normal to wait an hour or 2, next to Mr. Chen. Only 10 minutes later than others. Dinner is almost turning into supper. You just met the front. Number 5 buys more. Have to wait longer. Buy 2 copies on the 5th. 15 copies. How many copies do you buy at most when you meet a customer? 20 copies first guest. And the first guest. How long to wait an hour? In the hearts of guests, it's worth spending 2-3 hours. Waiting time. Just look at Chen Weiling's delicious cooking. I just know she's powerful. Often break the spatula. Because she has a strong wrist. I often throw fried rice like this. Don't underestimate Chen Weiling's cooking skills. Passed the exam at the age of 18 as a freshman. Highest grade Chinese food. Class B chef certificate. Won the Golden Chef Award more times during college. Later, he gave up being a hotel chef. Come and open a food truck. Sell unique fried chicken fried rice. You are 2 people and you are alone. The 2 of us. Come here to treat you to food. Thanks. Sorry to keep you waiting. Usually I don't keep my guests waiting. To the guests at the back. There will be entertainment. Or treat him to food. Or drink. I have had customers wait 3 hours. Didn't buy anything. He didn't get angry and scold me. I feel guilty towards him instead. Then I told him. Next time you come, I will treat you to eat for free. He took away 4 servings of fried chicken and fried rice for free. He has seen the light of day. Goodbye, thank you. Chen Weiling likes to chat with guests. In addition to having a passion for cooking, what's more important is cooking to her. Like a lighthouse in the dark. Set her on fire. Since she was a child, her family was poor and experienced drastic changes. Birth of younger brother. Coupled with the financial turmoil. Then my parents divorced, so the family situation is, met my dad again in a car accident, hit by a drunk driver, smashed the head. Mother leaves home, father incapacitated. The siblings were brought up by their grandmother, not just low-income households, still have to rely on social welfare organizations to help, but she bravely accepted the status quo. When I was in elementary school, it was because the family is poor. What to do if you have nothing to eat? I had to take a box at home. Go pack the rest of your school lunch. You also said that you still have time to go. Pick up recycling. No way. 15 years old, no one wants to invite. 14 or 15 years old, no one will be invited. So when no one wants to ask, you have to find a way out. Then pick it up and recycle it. Junior high school graduate, please advise her to get a job. But Chen Weiling firmly believes that only reading can get rid of poverty. Select dining school work study. There are many classmates around me. They are all playing at that age. Where to go to a nightclub, but my life is only the kitchen. Why are you always striving for the top? What is the test for the certificate? I just hope I can. Better than now. Pave a path for your own life. Sleep a few hours a day. Like now. Closing up stalls at 12 o'clock in the middle of the night, 6 o'clock the next morning. One person has to start preparing materials again. Broken bones like this. No wonder you have to get up at 6 o'clock to do it. Too many details. Just insist. What you think is right. Most praised by guests, it's their fried chicken. Very different from what's on the market. The secret lies in her creativity. I have tried many fruits. What? Apple, banana, guava? Actually, I have tried, but it's really not suitable. Pineapple is the best. Fresh pineapple with unique spices. Make juice and massage with chicken. Produce wonderful chemical changes. Let the chicken fry very soft and tender, with a light fruity aroma. Its meat is very tender. Even if you can't finish it, you put it to the next day. Microwave is also okay. The amount hidden version is the largest. She's preparing chicken strips this time. What did she prepare before? And marinated fried chicken with strawberry sauce. And marinated fried chicken with strawberry sauce. And marinated fried chicken with strawberry sauce. That's her hidden version anyway. She changes taste anytime. Additional fried rice with carrots, onion, shallots. Also stick to fresh hand cut. But these chopping hands, but a bit curly. This is a car accident in college. 5 times of surgery is the best state. My crippled hand. In fact, it looks easy on the surface, but in reality, my range of motion is limited. That's all. You are the only one like this. My range of motion is limited. That time was actually a big low point. Giving up on myself every day would feel like saying, what's the point of trying hard? Efforts cannot change the status quo. No one has experienced. He can't imagine. A chef's most important right hand. It can't be used anymore. Is that still a chef? Ultimate optimism in the face of imperfection is the medicine. Wear a wrist brace for the handicap. How much support, plus work harder than others. When she was a student, she was still victors on the playing field. Just buy her. It's so delicious for old-fashioned fried rice, relying on the lard refined by myself. Add soy sauce to taste. Then cook it freshly on the day. Thai jasmine rice. Mix it before driving. The cooked rice is just ripe at the seam. Then stir fry over high heat. It's a wonderful taste. Chen Weiling's hardworking life, just like this fried rice that jumps higher and higher in the air, strive to break through the poverty line. After graduating from university, she has a certificate and worked as a chef, but in order to raise huge long-term care expenses for father and grandma, she quit her restaurant job. I took out a loan to buy a food truck, to work hard in life. At first, that car only had one small light installed there. This is the only sticker I designed myself. Then there is no signboard. I started my own business 2 years ago. I want to say that with my good cooking skills, food is also particular, but business is bleak. I think I just sold one, only sell one, and then been chased around. You will be suspicious. Say to myself, my choice today, is it right or wrong? In fact, I have worked very hard. That emotion could be. It's not something that ordinary people can imagine. Although few were sold. But relying on enthusiasm to chat with customers, convey your delicious persistence. Business is finally picking up, but there are many guests. One person is busy ordering fried chicken. Fried rice also needs to be wrapped. Totally out of control. I was so busy at that time. Then the oil accidentally spray onto the upper body and chest. Very serious. Then I didn't stop and rest that day. I continue to sell. Then I will say it under the internet board. I hurt today. May move more slowly. Splashed with oil. Our board message says. He can come and help me cook rice. Now I am helping assistant Kai Bayan. It's the enthusiastic guest. He was originally engaged in tourism. Affected by the epidemic, there is also a lack of work. I just joked with her. This work. Maybe only I can do it. If young do it all at once. Whole hand. I also have to be sprayed with oil all the time. No one will do it. The older one is so much younger than you. You can't even call him. Maybe it's just me. One is in charge of frying and the other is in charge of frying. The two worked together for 9 months. Let the reputation of this food truck get better and better. It's 8:10. You were mentally prepared from the start. Yes, still have to wait. I used to joke with my assistant about, if it were me today. If it's me, I won't be willing to wait. Wait 3 or 4 hours for fried chicken and fried rice, because I feel, it's up to the individual to wait. If I think this store is valuable, I will be willing to wait. I often say, her meal is not very tasty. It's not the best food in Taiwan either. Zhizhi and M brand K fried chicken. Grandpa's fried chicken is actually quite different. In fact, everyone is almost the same. But she wins with her passion. Winning because of her hard work. Chen Weiling, who works hard, is very filial. I'm always thinking about it in my heart. Living in a nursing home. Grandma who is 90 years old. She was very proud to tell her grandma, how awesome is her meal. In line. Line up here. In Chen Weiling's heart, grandma is like her mother. After my mother divorced. Never came back, for me. Be the only relative, the only family member with whom we can communicate, because I grew up with my dad, there is no communication. I am to him, he didn't raise me, then I told him, it's just obligatory to support him, the kind with feelings. It's because I like her. Recalling the hardships of life when I was a child, need help. Now Chen Weiling will make money. She also knows how to give back to the society. I go to social welfare organizations every month. Make a love meal. Why I like helping others, right? Because I think when I was a kid, I was helped by others to grow up. I have some abilities now. I can go and help them. The 75-year-old boss Tang Xianxi sold for over 50 years, when he was 12 years old. Learn from others in Keelung. But will settle in Taoyuan. It actually has something to do with a vow. 3 years ago, his son Tang Maobing, take my wife back to take over. A small dining room. A story about the struggle of the whole family. I don't want to write Keelung because I'm from Keelung, because this thing is passed down from Fuzhou. But Master introduced the practice of cultivation to the individual. This one has a lot of ingredients and is delicious. It tastes like QQ. I come every week. One day will come to eat this one. Because of the taste of his dinbian bingbiangjiu. I think it's full of Q. The bustling Taoyuan night market, full of people shopping, but interestingly, many foreign tourists. See this stall. Exclamation mark always appears. It's been a long time since I went to Keelung to eat dinbiangjiu. I want to say cool. Check out the Dingbian Cuisine restaurant in Taoyuan. Speaking of Dingbiankan, most people's first impression. It's Keelung's representative food. I saw it was sold in Taoyuan. It's inevitable to be a little curious. But let this 3 years ago. Tang Maobing, the second generation boss who just took over, very unconvinced. You will see that you have never eaten it. I don't know what dinbiangxian is either. But they will have the impression that Dingbianji is from Keelung. Just left. I felt sour in my heart after hearing this. Very unpleasant. Because you have never been here to eat. How do you know? Is this food delicious? Everyone makes something different. This is our dingbiangkan, grinded kate sai. Fried. Then shrimp soup and meat soup, bamboo shoots, mushrooms, squid and more. In fact, Tang Maobin would care so much. Because of their family's tripod. It also comes from the old store in Keelung, Tang Xianxi. At the age of 22, he started selling tripods in Taoyuan. 75 years old this year. Rooted in Taoyuan. Just for a promise. I was 10 years old without a dad. At the age of 11, I went to Keelung Miaoko to help people wash dishes. Started learning Kung Fu at the age of 12. The seafood shop where I studied under is here. I often go to help him, Dingbianji, light the fire. How old were you then? I am 12 years old. Help him make a fire. He gets a black man nickname, I will teach you. But you can't sell it in Keelung in the future. I say yes. I want to say after retiring from the military. Look, no one in Taoyuan sells this. Then I sold it here. In order to abide by the agreement made by the master from Fuzhou, Tang Xianxi and his wife, far from home, sold for 53 years. Many Taoyuan people also know, don't go to Keelung. There is delicious dingbiangjian. It's just that my mind wants to eat it, because of its taste. Soup is very rich. Tripod edge. That rice noodle. Rice noodles are very elastic. It has big and small bowls. I must call it big bowl, because my father is also from Keelung, so I also ate Keelung when I was a kid. The taste is different from this one. There's more ingredients here. Speaking of this tripod edge, in early years, spread to Taiwan. Just use the rice to eat. Thinly sliced, crystal clear and tastes bomb. It tastes a bit like katsai. Most of them are boiled into soup. But each family has different cooking methods. The soup at this restaurant in Taoyuan is very particular. First use pork bone squid, stewed mushroom and bamboo shoots. Wait until the guests want to eat. Ding bien he. Homemade shrimp soup and meat soup. Flamulina value types and chives. When will Ding bien Shua drop it? At last. Words made of rice. If the bubble is too bad, the taste will not be Q. Slightly hot. Let it suck a little soup in the bowl. That's it. Because a bowl is full of ingredients, plus stall, the smog from cooking the tripod, always attract the attention of many customers. Is there similar food in Malaysia? This does not. This is the first time I saw it. It doesn't say it's spicy. It tastes very refreshing. That shrimp meat is not bad. Its soup will be sweeter. It's sweeter. Still like this. Be careful. Thanks. If the soup is not enough, you can add more soup. Thanks. Seriously, relying on a bowl of cauldron can stand half 100 in Taoyuan. You have to work hard. Almost all ingredients in their house, all handmade, so it's obviously sold at the night market. But every morning, just gotta get busy with stuff for the night. The most important thing is of course the tripod edge. Tang Mao Ben on the balcony, busy putting the old rice and water in, grind into rice milk. If the water is too big, by then there will be too much water in the rice milk. It's much different in consistency. Old Daddy Tang Shinji in the house, hands are busy. In a boiling cauldron, like skating. Use sesame oil round and round, busy running pot. Your sesame oil smells great, use something better. A pound of pepper like mine costs 500 yuan. Use radish and it will be cooked when heated. It will become hard when cooked. Will be slippery. I invented it myself. Why is this kind called Ding bien Xuan? In ancient times, it was called Ding bien Xuan, Taiwanese. Fall off the side of the pot like this. Is there an action like the one just now? Seemingly simple round drawing with paste, clockwise. Add a sense of balance. The strength of the follow-up hand must be achieved in one go. Let the rice milk be like a wisp of white silk. Stick it on the edge of the pot. Roasted by steam and pot edges. This is how this century-old delicacy was created. Someone came to learn from Dad before. Can't even learn. Especially this action now. Gotta pick this thing up. Just use your hands. Just use your hands. The pot is crooked. Read by Dad. Of course being scolded every day. Scold every day. Because Daddy said he. Did you hit him? If you don't grow up, you won't fight. I used to be knocked on the head by Fuzhou masters. 75-year-old dad. Do things in a fussy and strict way, because inside, hide gratitude for this work. Just like this 30-year-old iron pot. Dad is celebrating Chinese New Year, or eating glutinous rice balls during the Lantern Festival. Give him glutinous rice balls. Sticky glutinous rice balls on top for him to eat kitchen god. This pot little Tang Maobing is 9 years old. It can also be said that it completely occupied Tang Maobing's childhood memories. Just like other people's parents. Maybe I'll take my kids to play everywhere, but the furthest I've ever been is Hutushan, Taoyuan. Tell friends. All friends are laughing. Think about it sometimes. Why is my family so pitiful? But grown up. I know it's hard work to make money. Just know. It turns out that when Dad was working, kowtow to those guests, is so hard, just to make money to go home. Now Tang Maobing will have this realization. It should be 11 years ago. He can only realize this after he becomes a father. After all, the former parents. I feel like there is no future in cooking. Don't let them touch. So the money Tang Maobin made. When one person is full, the whole family is full, until the last girlfriend. Only then did his view of money change. Can't afford a big meal. I can't afford to buy them anything for their birthdays. Can't even afford Valentine's Day. What to give them? In the end, this girlfriend will feel that. Why are you so poor? Poor boy one. Break up with me. Brutal breakup. It happens to be a turning point in life. Fortunately, he has a habit. Just write a diary online. Share your emotions. Let a girl 9 years younger than him into his life. Then I found out why there was a girl. Send my more than 500 letters. Read more than 500 diaries. Like all. I feel so curious. Who is this girl? I only had a small 50 at that time. Just ride a motorcycle there, Shiji, to her restaurant. See her. Chubby is cute. I'll chat with her over there. Then what did my friend say at that time? Worried about whether I will be cheated. But after getting along later. My friend asked you if you were lying to others. Say she lied to me. Because he hurts me. Xia Wanting, who was only 19 years old at the time, will accept this relationship. It's because she's very eager. Have a complete home. I had 2 younger brothers. My mother was carrying. The youngest brother goes out to find friends. It seemed like when I came back, the other party drives. My mother ride the bicycle. The other party was driving too fast. My younger brother also died on the spot. Mother's sudden death. Let her relationship with her father, who doesn't work. There are often conflicts. So when Tang Maobing appeared, the two love without hesitation. I work the night shift at a convenience store. Once when I came to visit the class, she bought a pregnancy test stick. Go to the toilet and take a pregnancy test. When she came out, she started crying. I think you're crying. What's wrong? Take it to see if you were pregnant. At that time. But I'm smiling. But she was very worried and afraid to cry over there. I told her, why are you crying? It's not that I'm irresponsible. She's afraid for no reason. Because both she and her dad. There was no contact at that time, when I first discovered. Actually quite late. Then I kept dragging it on. Dare not tell my dad. I won't tell him until the baby is born. I didn't tell him until I was about to give birth. I'm pregnant and about to give birth. So he has been there for a long time. Don't even talk to me. What you just said brought tears to your eyes, right? Because, right. To feed a family, he worked as an ironworker and cement worker. Although there is a lot of money, the income is unstable, until my son is a little older. The couple just went to work in the factory. It wasn't until 3 years ago that I decided to go home and take over. It's because my wife saw it. In-laws in their 70s. There is always a regret in my heart. Dad also mentioned it. That is if you are. If he doesn't want to come back to pick him up, then maybe this doll. He hasn't been doing it for a long time either. It will be gone in his generation. Fortunately, my wife's English is very accurate. I just went home and studied with my parents for 2.5 years. My mother is sick when I can be alone. Not a few months. She started to get sick. But I once told my mother. Confirmed many times. Is there anything she hasn't done? Do you have any regrets? She said no. My wife has worked hard all her life, but you can only enjoy it for half a year. Such a short time. Tang Xianxi was very reluctant to leave. The child came home and told us to retire. As a result, I will retire soon. Can't sleep for a whole month. Miss her. Oh, you have worked hard with us for 50 years. Come and get the utensils for you. Good ahead. Thank you. This place where you can cook the tripod and cook it. My mother-in-law used to stand there. Now become a wife. And one's own tripod. Meat and shrimp soup that is highly praised by customers. I used to be taught by my mother. It's all done by hand. My mother often tells me, when making meat soup and shrimp soup, don't use brute force. Because when Dad was doing all with brute force, she said don't use brute force. Hit it like this, with feminine force. Catch the pulp out of the meat strips, then add the fish paste and stir. In addition, their proud shrimp soup. It's also different from others. Using a whole freshly peeled shrimp. This shrimp is different. Can't be different from meat and meat soup. Meat soup can go down very hard. We can't do this, because it's too forceful and it will break. After mixing the shrimp and fish paste, I saw Xia Wanting see what she saw. Each shrimp paste can accurately pack a whole tail of shrimp, because of the neat hands and feet. Very much loved by my mother-in-law. In the beginning, my mother-in-law taught me. Mom is actually very confident about our. Only taught for a while at the beginning. Then after we all get started. In fact, my mother let us do it. At 4 p.m., the couple started setting up a stall. Dad is very strict, hygiene first. Everything has to be wiped. Even the signboard is not spared. Then I will be busy laying out the order. Food prepared on the day. Fresh asparagus. We dare not call too much asparagus at once. Because of this kind of fresh food, saving is not easy. Egg yolk medium roll. It's wet outside. Inside is salted egg yolk, peas, and ham. There will be these delicious side dishes. Tang Xianxi, before selling Ding Bianjian at the age of 22, followed the Taiwanese chef to Japan to open a restaurant. So he is also good at Japanese food, which resembles egg yolk rolls. White shrimp salad with octopus and ginger vinaigrette, popular with gourmets. Mixed salad egg yolk medium roll. These are all things we must order. Delicious. A small stall in the night market, because it's genuine, can stand in Taoyuan for more than 50 years. In the past, Tang Xianxi and his wife were doing, now passed to the second generation. The taste never changes. The only thing that has changed, just one more sensible child, will help parents. 11 years old, so you will help mom and dad do things. Meeting. He can also count money now. Because I asked him to memorize the price list, so he can also count money now. He said he wanted to be the third generation. Seeing the next generation working hard for life, Tang Xianxi's eyes were moved. Being a father, so even if you are 75 years old, keep your body straight at night. Get up and recruit your spleen. I'm sitting there as a sign. Otherwise, old customers pass by. Everyone thought the boss had changed. The mentality of the guests is like this. If this stall has been replaced, I won't eat there. All made for children. I have less of it. Thank you, it's really delicious. If the soup is not enough, you can add more. More than 60 years ago, a promise that cannot be sold in Keelung led today's Taoyuan. There is also a local鼎邊趖. The fragrance continues to flow into a century. There is a beef pot in Taoyuan. The pot is as big as a basin, loaded with vegetables and chunks of beef ribs. Private soup added. Soup made from ground fried rice, so it tastes richer and sweeter. This beef pot from Jiangxi taste. He is Yang Shoulan's husband. The craftsmanship left by Yu Fuqiang during his lifetime. Born in Chiang Mai, Thailand. My father was born during the civil war between the Kuomintang and the Communist Party of China. Yunnan veterans retreating to Thailand. Yang Shoulan's life was full of wanderings. Suffered a lot. How she regained her confidence in the beef pot. I will swear that this is nothing more than Fu's craft. Handing over the baton to the next generation? Let's see together. It's quite rich and special. This kind of soup has less soup. You should be saying that you haven't seen it. Boiled cabbage and tomatoes. So it tastes. There is also a little sweet feeling. Generally, beef brine uses more tendon meat. It seems to be made from beef ribs. The guests immediately moved their chopsticks to taste. Stock full of vegetables and chunks of beef rolled in the stock pot. Roll out the sweet and fragrant aroma. The more chewy the beef becomes, the more fragrant it becomes. High temperature boils out bursts of smoke. Drive away the chill. This beef hot pot restaurant is located in Taoyuan. Boss Lady Yang Shoulan. Starting from Miali with my children. Adhere to the old taste of the same family. Is there any special choice for ginger? Just ginger is fine. No need for old ginger or anything like that. Old ginger can also be used. Don't want that ginger. That one is less fragrant. Do you have to do this every morning? Yes, I have to do it every morning. Got up early. I've been doing this for more than 10 years and it's almost 20 years. I just learned from my husband. At that time, my husband taught me, not when I first came, still be scolded by him. Is he fierce? Fierce. Just say that I know how to eat and don't do anything else. Then will you cry? Won't. Just leave him alone. Just quietly. He'll be fine in no time. He's just a mouthful. He's kind-hearted. The husband Yang Shoulan talks about. That's Yu Fuqiang, the founder of Beef Hot Pot. This secret recipe from Jiangxi is not passed down to the outside world. Before he died, he taught his wife all the kung fu skills. Yang Shoulan is also very attentive. Preserve this family tradition of craftsmanship for Yu Fuqiang. Do your best to guard every process. We are ribs. It tastes better. Does this need to be cut? It is more expensive. Or the whole thing. It's already cut. This is already cut. I cut it with a machine. 1.2 million a week. Recently beef costs 1.2 million. It's winter. If it's summer, there won't be so much. During high season, beef hot pot is served one after another. Yang Shoulan spares no expense. Use the best ingredients. Stir frying in a big pot is the first step. Fry the ginger first. Go down. To put beef. Is this the most tiring part? Tired. When fried too much. Tired for the next pot. Just keep frying, that's right. My husband sells it in one day. About 5,000 to 10,000. He won't sell it. He said he was going to rest. Then adjust the rice I fried. And mine and some of that. Recipe pair. Woba calls us in the kitchen from time to time. Hand over the materials. Yang Shoulan teaches her son. Just as strict as my husband. Absolutely must not be tasteless. When the meat is cooked, because that's the most important thing. If not cooked, or when yours is not strong enough, she will scold you. Okay, you see, that's it. One piece is very cute. That's it. It was just a big piece and couldn't be stirred. Now it's gone. Can I have 4 servings? I can cook it later. The beef pot here is cooked to order. Cook 1 pot on 1 pot. Cauldron full of chunks of beef. It seems simple, but it is a collection of essence. Because this is what my husband taught me. I don't know either. If you don't observe carefully, it's hard to see Yang Xiulan, not actually Taiwanese. My father was born during the civil war between the Kuomintang and the Communist Party of China. Yunnan veterans forced to retreat in northern Thailand. Yang Xiulan was born in northern Thailand. At the age of 20, he came to Taiwan alone to seek a living. Back then, the economy was just taking off and you could come to work. What did you do then? I did housework at that time. A salary of 15,000 is very happy. 1 month is 15,000. Yes, our side. I was working there at that time. 20 roses a day. 25 yuan like this. Came to Taiwan for a while. It's nice to have so much in a month. Have a good life. You can send money back to your hometown in northern Thailand. Yang Xiulan's life began to become more colorful. Young girl's first love affair. She also met her first husband. A happy marriage. But it comes to an end. My first marriage. Just gave birth to 3 children. Divorced because the family is not happy. Even when you are young, your temper is also impulsive. Impulsive on both sides. The whole thing will collapse. Because of 3 children, the whole person collapsed. When deciding to divorce, the children are still studying. Yang Xiulan can only rely on relatives to find a job, raise children up. Facing the divorce of parents, the 2 sisters can empathize. Support mom. Because of Yang Xiulan's suffering, they all see it. I applaud with both hands. Because my father had domestic violence at that time, thinking about it now makes me afraid. So you have seen it with your own eyes. Will dad treat you well? He just throws things at us. He that time because he hit mom. Then we called the police and took him away. Mom worked very hard from childhood to adulthood, just because when I was a child. She lives in our house. It's not that I'm very happy. Even later, my father also treated my mother not very good. It's like breaking up and getting divorced. She goes out to work by herself. It also helps us spend a lot of money, then make money for us to spend. Then until now. The reluctance and understanding of the sons and daughters towards Yang Xiulan become the hearts that are now tightly bound together. And Yang Xiulan was also introduced by her aunt. I met Yu Fuqiang, who made beef pot. They are 30 years apart. Yang Xiulan was over 40 years old when she got married. Yu Fuqiang is already in his 70s. He asked my aunt. He is old and has no one to take care of him. Find a better girl. Keep him company. Is there such a thing? My aunt thinks of me. I saw that he was very fierce, but I didn't dare to ask for it. I said we'll talk after we've known each other for a while. He said that's all I am. I'll find a companion. I'm getting old like this. Stay with me, run this shop with me. I said I have 3 children. He said it's okay, you can bring it with you. I can accommodate you and help you watch the children together. Take a look today and register your marriage with me. Not on the same day, right? The next day, despite the age gap. But Yu Fuqiang gave it to Yang Xiulan, home with children, for the beef pot craft. It's even more selfless teaching. Such is the relationship between her and her husband. Like a beef pot, the more you simmer it, the thicker it gets. But Yu Fuqiang's strictness, it also made Yang Xiulan not dare to neglect at all. He will scold. He will tell you whether you want to do something or not. How did you learn to be so stupid? You have to concentrate a little more attentively. It's so easy to raise 3 children. Yang Xiulan is not afraid of hardship. She believes that she should teach her husband well. What kind of rice is this? This is just an average of rice. What is the main reason for using this rice? The main reason is to deepen its concentration and fragrance. Otherwise, where should I find that concentration? This fried rice is very tiring, so I only do it once a month. I need to fry a little more and then grind it like this. Beef hot pot soup. The reason why it is so strong. Because there is a secret weapon. Fry the rice until it is lightly browned and then grind it into powder. Put it in when the soup is cooking. Can increase aroma and richness. This family's secret recipe is still maintained to this day. Even though frying rice takes time and effort, Yang Xiulan must also follow the steps. Leave this handiwork to the next generation, consistently. Poor me. Been doing it for so many years. I want to retire and give it to my son. They did it. No matter how much you make, you can't take it away with you. Look at my husband. I didn't take a dime with me when I left. Leave everything to me. Speaking of Yu Fuqiang's departure. Died in a car accident. Now think of it. It still makes Yang Shoulan feel sad. He just likes to go to the market. Riding a motorcycle early in the morning, near my house. Got hit by a car. I have spoken to him. I will take care of you. You don't. You have to cheer up. Why can't you speak? He just kept trembling and couldn't speak. I can't bear to throw away his quilt. I'm still putting it on. Cover it in winter. Yes, I will think of his picture. I still keep everything about him. Mr. who took care of the car accident, plus business. During that time, Yang Shoulan's own body also went wrong. His son Ding Guohua helped. After graduation, I decided to come back and take over. Pig bone pear. Let's cook the soup first. What to do when you get up in the morning. Then after boiling, we're going to add our minced meat into it. Let the nutrients cook in like this. There's still flavor, just wet it and it'll be fine. The soup that is cooked separately should be cooked first to get the aroma of the meat. Then add tomatoes, green onions, and Chinese medicine packets. Continuous heating and boiling. The next step is to become one with the beef. This is our cooked meat. It is the meat cooked in the first stage. We dig it in, then add my sauce. This is the broth we cook like this. Here. Do you eat it every day now? Me? I ate it the first 4 years I started making it. Before serving, add a full amount of Chinese cabbage. The beef pot for 4 people in the wash basin is ready. Vegetables and beef cubes in mixing bowl. Domineering. Can also be based on personal preference. A la carte assorted toppings. Beef slices, tripe and frozen tofu. Handmade noodles made from bean skin. The food absorbs the soup and makes it salty and mellow. In the cold winter with a strong atmosphere around the fire, it's really a great pleasure to have a pot of it. This is when we were in Thailand. Like food very much. This is pork. Add the pork and fry it. Take a break. Yang Shoulan cooked 2 hometown dishes from northern Thailand. Give us a taste. Poached egg salad and whipped pork. Authentic and delicious. That's her yearning for her hometown. Away from home for decades, many memories are gone. But the feeling of delicious food is always there. Just like even if the person next to my pillow has left, that emotion will never be forgotten. I said I got to know him a little slowly. Otherwise, we should get to know each other earlier. Wouldn't it be better if you could have several children? Warm and hearty beef, hot pot. Just like Yang Shoulan's life, from displacement to stability. Now the children have taken over this taste. Continue to cook a pot of soup for life. This century-old fried rice restaurant is located in Dashi, Taoyuan. It's a delicacy passed down from generation to generation. The first generation used a carrying pole, started selling fried rice along the road. It has now been passed down to the 5th generation. Boss Yu Zhiqing inherited the ancient method. Use local ingredients. Stir fry, cook, stir fry. Handmade. Quite time-consuming. But 3 years ago, because my family felt that it's too tiring to sell this fried rice, resolutely decided to put an end to it. Many old customers feel it is a pity. Last year, Yu Zhiqing's parents passed away one after another. Children are reluctant to leave their elderly parents, so change your mind. Meet hand in hand to return home to inherit craftsmanship. Let this 100 years of good taste be continued. Hold the shoulder pole. It was left behind by my great-grandfather. Now our 5th generation son, come back to pass on. Now I just use this pole and basket. Let him take over. I hope he can carry forward the century-old oil rice. The dense steam is as passionate as fire. Seems like it's about to break through the morning ice. The air is mixed with the salty aroma of shiitake mushrooms and dried shrimps. Keep awakening the taste buds of Dashi people. This oily rice that has been passed down for centuries. It is also the memory of the local people from childhood to adulthood. I have been married here for more than 30 years. Just eat it for more than 30 years. Really right. If you think about it, you will come and eat it. The rice grains are very distinct. Then not greasy, not too sticky nor too hard. Tastes delicious. Five o'clock in the morning, when most people are still dreaming, dealing with Duke Zhou, Yoja family of 4, already busy in the kitchen. Usually I choose round glutinous rice, because when the round glutinous rice cools down, it is softer than QQ. It won't be dry and astringent like this. Within 3 months and within the first half of the year, will soak for about an hour. The taste of fried rice should be Q-bomb. Don't be careless in every step. Selected rice, soaked rice, steamed rice. These are all intertwined. Seemingly simple action. Judgment by experience. Wait a minute, this must be plugged in. If this chopstick is not inserted, it's vapor, it's water vapor. Next to won't come. It's only in the middle. So the rice next to it is not easy to cook. If you plug it in. Like a chimney, it's breathable. Pung Ruichin explained to us. Pass on the experience to your son, deeply afraid of an accident. At what point did something go wrong? The one who scoops rice cannot knock on the rice bucket. The rice will not be cooked until it is steamed later. Do you know Suwen? No. Yeah, just put it down. Because it has edges and corners. If you go to knock it, its rice will squeeze together. Its rice will not be easy to cook. Don't worry about reminding me again and again. Learning to let go is a matter of years. Tedious pre-production work. From the first day Pung Ruichin married into Yojia, I started to learn from my mother-in-law requirements for the quality of our own products. Also quite tortoise, because many old customers eat more than just delicious food. And that memory engraved in my heart. Century oil rice. Really right. The 5th generation is so fast. I won't do it just outside. A serving of dry pasta? Yes. Thank you for bringing you the cutlery again. Okay, thank you, sorry. This is my daughter. Your daughter is so beautiful. This is my son. Auntie, how many years have you been eating at this restaurant? Decades. It's been 40 or 50 years, and I've forgotten how many years ago. So long. From the time of grandma to now. My great-grandfather used to sell food on the street. He used to use lotus leaves to hold fried rice. Use a basket with a pole to sell along the street. The environment at that time was very poor, but when it comes to festivals or women giving birth, everyone will order fried rice to give to relatives and friends. Yojia relies on selling fried rice and soup, feeding the family and passing it down from generation to generation. Yu Zhicheng watched his mother since he was a child, always busy in the kitchen. I also tried to escape. But there is always a concern in my heart that I can't let go of, because I study mechanics. So I used to work in a machinery company, worked for more than 2 years. Later, because my parents were older. Later I discussed with my wife. We take over. Not ripe yet. If you keep opening the lid, the rice will not cook easily. Just smell it first. Smell its rice. If it's still uncooked rice, don't open the lid yet. Peng Ruichin, who originally sold cosmetics. When I was going to marry my husband, Yu Zhicheng, the family is worried that she will suffer. Don't agree. When I want to marry him. My mother also said you have to think carefully. Big noodles. She told me like this. I said selling large noodles is so scary. In fact, I got married ignorantly. Peng Ruichin jokingly said. I feel like I got on a pirate ship by mistake, but this is the path you choose. Have to go on bravely. There are a lot of trivial things in the kitchen, except to pay attention. The best time to steam the rice. Still have time. Prepare the stuffing for fried rice and signature soup. Cook the meat first. Don't overcook the meat. About 80 to 90% done. Put it down and cook the soy sauce. The meat will be more soupy. I won't be dry. I bought the chicken from Warm Body. Warm chicken legs are more delicious. It tastes sweeter. The grass jelly stuff is relatively healthy. Some people go back and add noodles, or add a noodle. They feel so happy. They feel so happy. They feel so happy. The store signature grass jelly chicken soup. Use dried grass jelly that is 2 to 3 years old. Cook for 16 hours a day. Quite labor intensive. The soup tastes mellow and sweet. Chicken without dry wood is the favorite of foodies. My mother-in-law's previous ideas. Just give it to us. There is no guarantee in doing business. Everything will be earned. Just don't lose money. Taste of a century. It is not easy to continue the inheritance. 780 years of the Republic of China. At that time, Dashi Old Street had not yet renovated. At that time, Dashi Old Street had not yet renovated. 89% of them are mainly mainland tourists. There are dozens of snack bars on one street. Competition is quite fierce. Therefore, the business at that time could only barely make ends meet. Recall that time, Yu Jiqing said. He is full of guilt towards his wife. I borrowed money from my brother and he didn't pay me back. It should be said that I was temporarily soft-hearted. I didn't get my wife's consent. That 10 million should be said to be, my bank loaned him. My bank loaned him. It was very difficult at that time. I almost wanted to sell my home. Even so, my wife Peng Ruiqing still never abandons me. Stay with me. Constantly try to improve customer base. In order to make a distinction, they also position themselves as a fried rice store, because we insist on quality. Also gradually gained a reputation. Making sure, be familiar with it to confirm. Sometimes the smell is still inaccurate. Is it ripe? It's ready. Flip over. So they step by step pay off debt slowly. I have been doing it for more than 30 years. Until 3 years ago. Because something happened at home, they also have to. Reluctantly closing the old store temporarily. Mostly my mother. My mother had colorectal cancer at that time. The other thing is, my wife and I are really tired. I told my mother-in-law this. I said I can't make enough money. There is only one mother. We want to stay with you. I won't regret to accompany my mother on the last journey. The old store has been closed for nearly 3 years, until last year. My son and daughter came back one after another to help. There are 2. There are places here and here. Grandma passed away last May. At that time, I often ran home. Come back once a week. I was working in Jiayi. At that time, I was full of regret. Only parents left at home. He said you just go to study. We work so hard. As a result, the more I read the book, the higher the reading level becomes. I just feel like his expression is getting weirder and weirder. Grandpa and Grandma passed away one after another. After his death, he spoke the truth from his heart. Actually, I hope you come back. With great difficulty, Yu Jiqing finally arrived. Children come home to help. But the traditional hand-mixed oil rice technology. But there's no rush at all. Can't be neglected. Need to add some scallion oil. Now comes the main event. Now you have to practice iron sand palm to be able to catch it, because the temperature is very high. Be sure to use your hands. This is faster and more uniform. Because the pot is too big, and don't stir for too long. If I say, I use oven mitts. If so thick, I can't feel it. The softness of this rice. While simmering over low heat, father and son, one person is responsible for spreading and stirring the rice. One person mixes the stuffing and glutinous rice evenly. Don't rely on words, only rely on a look. Subtle tacit understanding. It is also a running in that I learned after quarreling. I once yelled at him for 30 minutes at the intersection. Because my concept is, business hours are the hours during which services are provided. For example, let's say I arrive at 5 o'clock, so as soon as 5 o'clock comes, I will. I'm sorry when guests come. We are closed. He cursed and said. No one does business like you. The customer has known each other for more than 20 years. Just say this and send him away. Fortunately, I had my mother and sister at that time. Be a peacemaker. Only when people can each take a step back. Sit down and communicate well. I meant to slow down. No, he said he was slowing down now. Not fast. Can't be fast for me. I can't catch him if he's too fast. It's right that the speed should match. Among the fried rice. In fact, it's just like the relationship between me and my father. Said it was after I got back. There must be something between you and him. Personality blending. Stir-fried fried rice. Greasy grains. Rice grains are soft. Combined with the salty aroma of mushrooms and shrimps, make it unforgettable once you eat it. Besides, sauerkraut tripe soup tastes sweet after drinking. It is also a popular sign. If you want to have a bowl of medicinal dragon bone marrow soup in winter, nourishing and nourishing. I pass on my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law gave me an idea. Even now I will use this sentence. Pass it on to my kids. What you dare to eat. Only then can you cook it for guests to eat. I'm telling the kids. We sow a good seed. I hope you irrigate well. Let this century blossom and blossom. Yu Jiqing's family is united. Insist on doing the right thing. Hope to make this century taste good. Perpetuity. Delicious list hidden by locals. The roast duck here can be eaten with 3 ducks. The shop chooses the fresh and tender Muscovy duck. Each one weighs 3 kilograms and 10 tails. Insist on using ancient charcoal fire barbecue. Bake until golden and crispy. It can also keep the oil and plumpness of duck meat. Freshly sliced duck is tender and juicy, served with homemade lotus leaf cake and sweet noodle sauce. Very sweet and delicious in one bite. There are also duck bones stir-fried over high heat. Added corn shoots and cabbage. Weight 4 kinds of vegetables. Duck meat almost honey-like, not dry at all. Fragrant and rich taste. Melt in mouth. The more you eat, the more you rinse your mouth. Boss Xie Tai. Drifted from Pingbei to Zhongli to work hard. Once I started doing it, I did it for 30 years. It has also become recommended by local people. Hugh at famous roast duck restaurant. 1.5. Half. Do you want the fried food to be spicy, not spicy? On a busy street in the evening, this restaurant is located in Zhongli, Taoyuan. Roast duck restaurant with triangular window. A crowd of guests gathered at the door, all because of waiting for this roast duck. They're crispy. Crispy is crispy. Then you can't describe the feeling. It just melts on your tongue. It's just super delicious. Eat it for the second time 3 years ago. Then once I eat it, I feel like, wow, roast duck is crispy. Then it is very fragrant and tasty. The highlight is their crust and sauce. Do it yourself. The handmade taste is different. The store insisted. Everything in the store is made by hand. So although it is drizzling in the sky, there are still many guests. Still defying the weather, wearing a raincoat, riding out and waiting. The longest time, wait, is half an hour. Just a lot of people. It doesn't matter how long you wait, right? Why? Once you get used to it, you don't like eating elsewhere. Good food worth the wait. Because until the moment it comes out, crispy roast duck before your eyes, exudes the aroma of burning charcoal. Tender and juicy with just one cut of the knife. Every piece is essence. Served with homemade lotus leaf cake and sweet noodle sauce. Just eat second. The aroma of green onions and the sweetness of duck meat. Perfect blend. Eat in big gulp. Rich oil aroma. Flowing in the mouth. Really enjoyed it enough. It tastes best when fried. The one dipped in sauce is also delicious. In fact, we usually eat 1 duck and 2, but many guests also choose to eat 3 meals a day. The so-called 3 meals mean. Half is just sliced and fried. Another half, just chop it up and eat it original. Our roast duck is ordered and killed immediately. It will be fresher and fuller. Just tell the manufacturer specifically. It is said that our ducks probably want 3 caddies 10 tails of local Muscovy duck. Yes, because its meat quality is better. Yes, because its meat quality is better. Look at the fat and tender whole ducks in front of you. All have been strictly screened. Fresh duck washed with water. You have to pickle it with spices first. This is our Chinese medicine. It's also our unique secret recipe. My father before that time. Give us what's left. There are 18 types in total. Unique Chinese herbal marinade powder. Except tangerine peel and cinnamon. Everything else is a secret. Xie Zhenyan followed his father and brother. Combine these spices. Stuff it all in the belly of the duck. Put each duck. Massage carefully. Carefully massage and knead evenly. After hanging it, pour it with hot water. It's like giving a duck a spa treatment. Gotta get it greased. Open pores. Then top it with golden malt water. To increase the color of baking, use a fan to help dry naturally. Have to keep it in the refrigerator for a day, after fully absorbing the flavor. Before baking in the oven. Younger brother Zhou Junting is busy handling the oven. The family insists on grilling over charcoal fire. Only then can you eat it. Gas does not have the charcoal aroma that the valve method replaces. But how to bake it also requires a lot of effort. The secret is to cook it from the inside out, so it must be sufficient. Insulation temperature inside. The temperature must be. The color is probably. But it's not colorful enough here, so I need to bake it some more. So it's not okay yet. How long will it take? It will probably take another 15 minutes or so. Roast duck in the oven. The skin is burned red. One oven can bake 9 to 10 chickens. Red light of charcoal fire, imprinted on every skin. Looks quite charming. Burning and dripping, oily and shiny essence duck fat. It takes 45 minutes to bake. Freshly roasted duck, there are some attached to it. Charcoal dust. Need to brush it clean. Can't be clear about Tianjing, otherwise, guests will eat dust. Care about these details. Come and perm. Hot. Roast duck dripping with duck fat. Hang up on the front desk to appear. A family that pays attention to details. Serve the duck on the table while it's hot. Cut each piece of duck meat with neat movements. Cut thick and large. Make a perfect circle on the plate. Crispy and delicious sliced duck. Take a bite. Juicy and sweet. That's how delicious it is. Make guests willing to wait. This roast duck is very famous. I have been working in Zhongli for so many years, more than 10 years. Delicious and delicious. Most of my family's purchases are made here. The best food in Zhongli. Really are. We have been eating for a long time. It's just that business has been so good recently. A little bothered. Why? Because the queue is too long. My dad is American. He says it every time he comes. The roast duck here is delicious. I want to say that everyone will have dinner today. Just came from America. I'll buy it here. Hello roast duck restaurant. Dad, Xiaoqing Tai. Even more busy answering phone calls for reservations. Mom is helping. The younger sister is in charge of ordering. But whether fried or roasted, still need to cut the steps. Anyone. Available anytime. Because Xiaoqing Tai, just rely on this roast duck. Raise a family. I was in Pingdong when I was a child, my hometown. The fisherman. People in the north used to have a better economy. I was instilled with the country concept when I was young. Because of my age. Look at Big Brother and Dad, they are working very hard to catch fish. I'm so young. I don't want to catch fish anymore. So I came out to drift north. Simple and straightforward personality, Xiaoqing Tai, who was not good at words, revealed. 30 years ago, he met the noble person in his life, that is, the senior from the same village. Teach him roast duck kung fu. Since then, I have become interested in roast duck. After making the impression, give it a try and start a business. Just choose Zhongli. But it was not favored at first. Some friends are not optimistic. I can't do that. I'm also sullen. Inner desire to radicalize ourselves. There will always be low tides in life. But with the encouragement of relatives and friends, Xiaoqing Tai doesn't give up lightly. I didn't expect the business to grow bigger and bigger like this. Been doing it with my wife for over 30 years. Now pass the baton to the 2 sons. It was even more impressive. I used to think that there was not enough manpower. Otherwise, come back and help with the family business. Show half of your filial piety. Mom and Dad too. Cooked roast ducks from a young age and helped us raise them. Don't forget your roots. So what kind of industry did my parents do in the first place? From a young age. Already done well. For Xia Zhenyan. In kindergarten, I got to know the homemade roast duck. Therefore, inheritance is also a responsibility. After all, I am also the eldest son of the family. What about the eldest son in the family? If the eldest son does not pick him up, who will pick him up? Parents will grow old one day. Mom and Dad used to be our pillars. After many years and decades, Mom and Dad will still be right. The pillars will slowly. Of course we are the new generation. I want to be the pillar. Xia Zhenyan has a deep affection for roast duck, because this is the skill he has seen since childhood, the principle and structure of roast duck. He also knows everything. Understand the key factors of delicious food more clearly. When it's baked, it's baked. It's just tender and juicy. The grilled sauce is made by yourself. We want to say that we have our own taste. If we say we are lazy. If we don't do it ourselves. Let's go get ready-made words. It means we both have the same taste. Must be fried over high heat. It will make the aroma of that pot even more fragrant. The aroma and power of Xia Zhenyan's quick frying. It is a good taste that the guests are full of praise. Can be based on preference. Add cabbage, enoki mushroom and baby corn. Or onions. Duck rack meat is tender and tasty. Just the right amount of saltiness, suitable for eating alone or with rice. Very rich taste. I like fried. Because I like to eat vegetables. Will add all. The feeling of the taste buds on the tongue. Very tasty. Everything you see in store. Do it yourself. Even the pastry is handmade. His pie crust is very simple. Flour heats water to make dough. Kneading by hand. Roll out the dough. Brush with fresh duck fat from roasted ducks, cut into long strips. Cut into smaller pieces, sprinkle with flour and duck fat, flatten with machine. Then put it on the frying table to expand instantly. Fry until fluffy and golden brown. You can pick it up. Don't look at this simple action. This table is too hot. But my brother has practiced iron sand palm before. In order to overcome the high temperature on this table. Also let this freshly baked lotus leaf cake, thicker. It tastes even more chewy and fragrant. Dad, it's great to have your help. Isn't it right, Dad? It's much easier. How do you say it's much easier? They will all take my place. Because I have 2 children. Look at their business and help. Make this roast duck. It's just hard work. You'd be lying if you said it wasn't hard work. To say I'm not tired would be a lie. Working in the service industry is really tiring. Especially cooking. Also to praise our roast duck. Give us some traditions. The brand thrives. Not only hope to inherit delicious food, the guest's affirmation is that they are a family, the biggest motivation to persevere, doing it for so long. I can't say I'm number one. Then I dare not say that I am very powerful, but I at least feel that. Let the guests eat happily and happily. Then I felt like saying, when you eat it, you feel like you are addicted. Still have to have one, your own principles and persistence, right? Otherwise, there will be no questioning of your principles. You can't do well. Thank you so much, my master, my hometown brother. Thank you Zhongli people for giving us the opportunity. People who come here to do it down to earth. There will be a chance. Country kids back then, with continuous efforts, stand firm in Zhongli. Her whole family works together to pass on the legacy. Keep your feet on the ground, continue to conquer the taste buds of customers. I also earned a piece of my own life. There is a chicken steak restaurant in Zhongli that is so eye-catching. Google review is close to 5 stars. Enough chicken fillet filling. Even the taste is different from others. The most popular big chicken Buddha chicken steak. The appearance makes me dumbfounded when I see it. And 3-star chicken steak with scallions and scallops. The perfect combination of green onions and seafood. There are also native geese used in new houses on the ground. Limited edition local goose chicken steak. And the rich and silky Manchego cheese chicken steak. Everything is a hit. Big Boss Chen Huihong does business. As majestic as his figure. All ingredients also stick. Natural and fresh. Chen Huihong was in middle school. Ever lost myself. Gave up studies. But found success in chicken chops. The ingredients inside are not available elsewhere. It's really a bursting feeling. Really awesome. Has anyone ever eaten chicken Buddha? Super special surprise. The reason why it tastes delicious is because it's even softer than outside. Isn't it as oily as outsiders say? I waited an hour before. So long, right? But you still have to eat right. Chicken steak, Taiwanese's favorite civilian snack. You must have eaten. There are also many creative chicken chops from all over the world, but it's wrapped in a big cock Buddha. Top-notch chicken steak. Only in this salted crispy chicken shop in Zhongli. Can eat. As soon as it was launched, the hot topic attracted a lot of attention. Boss Chen Huihong relies more on. All kinds of stuffed chicken cutlets are famous. Several flavors. 230 kinds. Because I always have winter and summer, this is the taste of the distinction. I wouldn't say it's sold all year round. Same taste. Like the stuffing we put on our guests. We are all stuffed. Treat your guests like this. One of our chicken steaks. About half a caddy in weight. Enough chicken fillet filling. Each is like a stuffed pocket. In addition to the popular #1 big chicken Buddha chicken chop. Makes people look dumbfounded. There are also delicious 3-star chicken chops with scallions and scallions. The combination of shallots and seafood is just right. And the local goose chicken steak in Xinwu. It's a limited edition flavor. Not only that, but also girls' favorite. Chicken chop with Manchego and cheese. Equally popular. It has a lot of Manchego. I think it's amazing when I eat it for the first time. Not bad and delicious. Hello, you can take a look. Clip. The taste of chicken steak is top-notch. You can order what you want. Number 6 here. Starting at noon every day, guests come one after another. Chen Huihong is busy between the booth and the backstage. Big and tall, he stands out. Near Zhongli Industrial Area, salted crispy chicken and creative chicken chop. 8 years. Attracting customers. Except like him, generous portion of chicken chop. There are many things that cannot be eaten outside. Unique masterpiece. I just saw what? Fat intestines. This dish is one of the must-orders in our house. A must-try sign. It's rarely seen outside, right? Because people do it. Fat intestines made by hand. That's like this and rarely this. This goose egg. I'll follow that. Goose meat and chicken chops come out together like this. So it's fried whole? Chicken chops are our house's forte. I think I still like it. You order 3. I'll blow 3 out like this. Insist on fresh to order frying. Wife Li Qin is my most capable assistant. Responsible for frying Taiwanese cuisine. Chen Huihong is responsible for backstage supplies. It seems like it's on the shelves today. Chicken Buddha chicken chop. I have to fry the next pot quickly. Heat the sesame oil first. Then add ginger slices and sauté until fragrant. Your chicken Buddha has been specially selected. For our chicken Buddhas, the selection is relatively large. There should be no one who cooks chicken chops like Chen Huihong, so hard work, right? Big chicken Buddhas jumping between spatulas. The shy delicacy becomes a little cute. Chen Huihong will also sprinkle unique Chinese medicine powder. When it's fried, its aroma, just different from the usual. Then we will definitely add enough rice wine, because I am afraid that the chicken will stick to the bottom of the pot. Now we'll bring the fire to a boil. 1 pot chicken Buddha. All to be wrapped in a chicken chop. No matter how good the business is, Chen Huihong still insists on step by step. Do everything by yourself. All are purely handmade. No machinery can replace it. Including our choice of meat is the same. Our study of local goose chicken steak. Goose from the new house. The characteristics of the new house here. Even if you eat goose, it must be served with basil. The latest season of earth goose flavor. The way of eating is also very local. Chen Huihong's chicken steak. Chicken will be coated with special crispy powder. Coupled with unique sealing technology, even every flavor, they are all stuffed full of ingredients. I'm not afraid to laugh even when I'm frying. Stuffed chicken steak must not be cut. It's about taking one bite to enjoy it. Other popular ingredients are also equally impressive. The handmade sausage is crispy and fragrant after deep frying. Glutinous rice intestines with soft and tender rice grains. You can taste the burnt aroma of deep fried food again. There are some things that can't be eaten outside, like sesame rice dumplings. Local goose egg, Thai egg tofu. Chen Huihong's salty crispy chicken stall, completely subverting the traditional impression. There are green onions in it. Actually would make it. Push out the fat or oil inside. You won't feel tired after eating it. Hustle and bustle in front of the fry table, before and after all the ingredients are put into the oil pan. It's all done by Li Yi personally. She had never cooked before getting married. The greasy feeling that ordinary girls are afraid of, even interested. In fact, the ingredients are the same every day, but sometimes you're blowing up. You will wish to say, what changes can I make to the ingredients? Have a sense of expectation. I want to say to you too. What I can do today is. When you want to eat crispy chicken, the first thing you think of is our family, first-time guest. Often feel like saying, my food is not salty. After buying 1 or 2, he will find. So you can eat more. The taste of the food itself. Selling crispy salted chicken is not only selling creativity, we also want our guests to feel at ease when eating. So the ingredients in the store, all of them are what my daughter likes to eat. The devil's favorite daughter, Chen Huihong. When it comes to her daughter, she is full of happy smiles. Baby daughter is a couple. Source of inspiration for developing new flavors. Also because my daughter loves to eat. More attention needs to be paid to food safety. Even the handling of chicken has an extra check. That is, we insist on using meat that we dare to eat. Warm body chicken meat comes and goes for sale to customers. Look at its shape and the color of its flesh. Like bones. Like everyone going to the market to see. You can all see it. What kind of meat is this? Because I think I've tried a lot. When doing business, you have to be conscientious. And after all, my daughter is young. She will eat my fried things. If you use something you dare not eat to sell to customers, I think it's heartless. Meat is hand-selected piece by piece. Use touch to judge the quality of meat. Even the pickling sauce is different from ordinary people. It's made from pure pineapple juice, without any artificial additives. Look at our pineapples, they are all very beautiful. It's very fresh. This is our exclusive pickling process, my secret recipe. Pour exclusive Chinese medicine powder, make the whole room smell good. Watching Chen Huihong choose meat. Serious expression of preparing ingredients. This one is huge. The boss with tattoos on both hands and feet, not difficult to imagine. He also went through a period of severe cold. You graduated from elementary school. Did you attend junior high school? Yun Yan did not graduate after studying for 3 years. It's just that his conduct is relatively bad. Friend is racing. As a result, I stood by myself. I was cut down while standing next to me. So everything on the head side here, the mark next to it is right. It was very dangerous and almost reached my temples. Just to the temple. My parents divorced when I was young. Behavioral deviations began in junior high school. Chen Huihong often laughs and says, my life before the age of 20 is very dark. Until after getting married and having children, plus my old father's serious illness, that made him completely change. My dad needs someone to take care of him, because my dad sometimes sleeps at night, can't breathe. He used to smoke too much when he was young. Perforated lung, only one father, no matter what. Even if I carry him on my back, I have to walk the last step of the way. Son, after getting married, he will slowly. In fact, my mood has changed. The most important thing when cooking is to follow your conscience. Dad is holding on to his weak body. I also love to encourage my son to do business. Must have a conscience. Shen Huihong not only takes care of his father every day, I am even more grateful to the person next to my pillow. Once violent. All because of the love of family and become gentle. Mazu and Avalokitesvara, give me the best blessing. Without her, wife, I wouldn't be able to stand up today. Don't do many things impulsively. And do anything. Have to think. Including my current temper. You have to modify it slowly. I dare not say that I am the best at what I do, but I can use my life to protect this home. What do you want? Manteco, chicken chop. Is there any manteco left? Even if it's close to closing time, there is still an endless stream of customers. Shen Huihong didn't know. I fried a few rounds of chicken Buddha to challenge Li Yichin's crazy bomber. It never stopped. Because our chicken chops are wrapped. In fact, it's quite heavy when fried. It's more important. If you hurry up, it'll be around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. I will start not accepting customers. Just digest the guests on site. I feel life now. Just earn 10 yuan, 20 yuan and 5 yuan. I feel very happy. Every morning my daughter goes to class. I will come to work. Can see my dad. My daughter is leaving, get out of class again. We'll close the booth and go home. Whatever you do it with a smile. Face changed. It changed for me too. I noticed that my earlobes have become very big. Sometimes I look at myself and think, I look like Maitreya Buddha. People say that each other is born from the heart. This sentence is fully reflected in the Shen Huihong's body. Big boss. After experiencing life, you will no longer be cruel. On the contrary, I think it's a little cute. The stuffed chicken steak he served with sincerity. I also feel full of love for my family. Ginger duck boss, Chen Jinfa. Just because of a friend's words, he took the house and borrowed money from the bank. Open a restaurant on the other side. What about after returning to Taiwan? The spirit of dining is ignited again. Want to sell ginger duck. The location was actually chosen in Taiwan. Remote place by the river bank. Someone laughed at him and said, "Who are you driving here to sell to?" Take you to see. A taxi driver, leaning on the big ginger duck in the basin, turn his life around. Ginger duck, not all fried in sesame oil, adults and children. Some old people dare not eat it. Or don't dare to eat without drinking alcohol. Otherwise, let's make a healthy duck dish. Duck meat is also delicious. Very cute, not soft. Then the meat is very solid. Noon on non-holidays. The store is crowded with customers. A bit unexpected indeed. This room is located, Ginger Duck in Taoyuan Alley. The location is quite remote. Facing the river outside the door, vast land and sparsely populated. If you are not a local, definitely hard to find. This delicious shop, I feel like I eat everything. Only this one is the best. Real. People will laugh. Where did you drive? Who wants to eat there? People don't know the way either. The result is different. We all look for relatively remote places. Because of what? The rent is cheap. The parking lot is big too, right? As long as the food is healthy and fresh, no matter how remote your shop is, don't be afraid that no guests will come to your door. Chen Jinfa relied on the concept of health duck opened a store, and not afraid of guests eating it. Free noodles. Highest record, some customers ordered 7 pans of noodles. That's 3 sets now. It's the 3rd set already. The main noodles are also very cute. It won't say mush. It's cues. As for the most praised duck meat, at the beginning of the store, it was caught and slaughtered. He kept the ducks in the shop. This open space. You said it was here before. How many did you raise at most? More than 100. Put on. It must be full at night. Now it's because the supply isn't short supply. Or how? That's right. It's our big venue in Yunlin. The big field is in Yunlin. That's tens of thousands. Because the business is so good, there are not enough ducks for the guests to eat. He had no choice but to entrust. Yunlin Tiger Tail manufacturer breeds on agent. Selected premium red-faced duck. Transported up from the south at night. Kill it in the morning. Just send it to this place. This duck likes. This duck, sign contract with someone. Sign the contract and talk about this duck. How long to catch and kill. So the duck meat is very tender. If you don't believe me, try it. Very tender. Tender duck meat means it has been raised for a longer period of time. Tender duck meat means it has been raised for a longer period of time. If you say it sucks, that one won't last long. It won't be sweet after a while. This is the important thing. Our ducks are not frozen. Just slaughtered. Send it to us immediately. You go freeze. Duck meat won't taste good if it's frozen. Ducks are delivered fresh every day and are not frozen. Early morning duck. Master is busy cutting the duck into pieces. The landlady herself is also busy cleaning. Around 10 o'clock in the morning, just prepare the ingredients, chop the duck and clean it. Everyone is very busy. Next, replace the chef and cook the ginger duck. First step, just wash the duck meat with water first. After washing with raw water, drain it first. Drain. Our ginger slices have been put down. Ginger is going to be put down. Almost a handful, about a handful of ginger. Speaking of this ginger duck. Important ingredient: ginger slices. Master Ahong especially emphasized. This is different from ordinary ginger slices. Ginger, we are ginger from Nantou. It should be the ginger kind. Not your average ginger. This ginger is very beautiful. Specially called homegrown. Now there is half a duck. I'm going to put it down and cook. Drain the water first. Put down. After adding ingredients to half of the duck, then pour in nearly half of the pot of special stock. Then the lid of the pressure cooker should be locked tightly, so as not to be discouraged. To lock. The Instant Pot is not locked itself. Turn up the fire. 5-minute watch. And after the 5-minute timer is up, the most important thing is to get discouraged first. Its aroma has come out. The smell comes out. It smells good, right? The smell of ginger comes out. The ginger duck here is for health preservation. When cooking duck meat, I'll prepare another pot first. Add Chinese medicinal materials, like ginseng and wolfberry, and a little sesame oil and other ingredients. Then put the cooked duck meat. Pour into the iron pot. This is the legend. Ginger duck in a big basin. This is how we cook it. This is how it is served to guests. This one is a bit special. Are there any small pots? Does it have a large basin? It looks very comfortable. The boss says, the iron pot is actually just a creative idea. Can hold so much food. It just looks more comfortable. He doesn't mince words. In fact, I am an outsider in catering. 70-year-old Chen Jinfa. I used to drive a taxi. Income is not very good. Once a friend told him, let's go to Hainan Island on the other side to work hard together. Make more money. Chen Jinfa said nothing. He did it. Get a loan for the house. Ha ha ha. No one is as confused as I am. What was I going to do there? Make electric toys. A friend said that electric toys, good money over there. Electric toys should keep up. There is a way to have a personal relationship. That's why I opened a restaurant. I took 3 million and made it back in 1 year. Also did not consider saying, what if I can't go there? You still have to pay the loan when you come back. What are you going to do? Didn't think. I didn't think of this place at that time. Fortunately, God is kind to him. Electric toys can't be opened. At least a restaurant. And he has a brain. Not only did a fast food restaurant not lose money, my pocket is still full of money. Restaurants in Haikou City, Hainan Island. Only my restaurant has air conditioning. Hainan Island is hot again. Hotter than in our south. It's almost 23 degrees hotter. Almost. Open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's full inside. Like our fast food. At that time, I had this capital. Mainland money is 2.3 yuan. I sell 6 roses. If I go there for a year, I will make my money back. It's so profitable. It's so profitable. Good business naturally makes people jealous. Later the lease expired. The owner said he wanted to open his own shop. In desperation, Chen Jinfa. I had to close the fast food restaurant. At that time, he and his friends decided to change careers. Spent more than 10 million to open a KTV hotel. This time, he wasn't so lucky. That cost more than 10 million new Taiwan dollars. How long? It collapsed after less than a year of operation. Just put it away. Listen to what they say locally. That place is. It used to be a place where people were beaten to death. The place where people are shot. That place, the land I rented. So business is not good. My employees have seen it. Say a lot. A lot of that dirty stuff. Is there something wrong with the location? Chen Jinfa is not sure. But at the age of 48 to Hainan Island, in a blink of an eye, he is also 54 years old. Close the KTV. He decided to return to Taiwan to develop. My wife's 2 younger brothers. They are also interested in catering. I said otherwise, let's have a look. Have been working hard, expanded to more than a dozen, family business. After returning to Taiwan, Chen Jinfa catering with his family. Except ginger duck. And other catering businesses, and he and his wife take care of the ginger duck shop together. From the beginning, he wanted to raise ducks by himself, except for the ones at the back of the store, beyond this open space. He once tried to raise his head in the river, didn't think of an idea, price paid. It turned out to be more than 1 million. I've done that before, ducks are raised on that. It's been broken for 12 years now. Just keep it, do almost 1 million. Do more. If you raise it, it will go into heat. We'll bite each other. So there is no way to raise it. After raising it for 6 months, I stopped raising it. Lost 1 million in 6 months. More than 500 ducks cannot be raised. Chen Jinfa had no choice but to admit compensation. Finally in the south, find the right duck species, slaughtered and delivered to Taoyuan every day. Although he himself is interested in catering, not very familiar with. I am very picky about food ingredients. Ginger duck, cooked to order. And every piece of duck meat, big and cubome. Just seeing this pot, really mouth-watering. Ancient ginger duck. Old man. People who don't drink don't dare to eat it either. Even children dare not eat it. Our healthy duck, everyone dares to eat it. Ginger duck with various ingredients. It's all about personal preference. Duck intestine, shiitake mushroom, meatballs and rice blood, frozen tofu and corn, cabbage and more. These general ingredients, they are all bosses too, specially selected. Ask the vegetable merchant to deliver it every day, and the employees bring the food delivered every day. Clean up. Prepare another plate. Just these preparations, it can make everyone stand on their feet. But seeing the guests satisfied after eating, no matter how hard it is, it's worth it. Of course it's delicious. I will come only if it tastes delicious. Very healthy. Mainly, it's about health. It's not like the outside, so dark like this. Driving 3 cars with just one invitation, come and eat together, because it's really made of real materials. And its soup has the scent of Chinese medicine. In addition, the dipping sauce for ginger duck is also an important sporting role that can't be careless. It's also an important sporting role that can't be careless. This is also why the boss invites manufacturers. Special sauce, fermented bean curd. Their most famous thing is fermented bean curd. This is his dipping sauce, very famous. No matter spring, summer, autumn or winter, Chen Jinfa's ginger duck. Business is always very good. Sometimes it takes 1 day. Sell 100 ducks. But he said, he is now in semi-retired state. All things big and small, it's all up to my wife, or relatives, take care of it. When free, only then will I come over for a walk, chat with guests. He said he had worked hard for most of his life, at this age, just to walk around. Live a carefree life, that's the life he wants. Yes, we are all retired now, I don't care at all here. My wife is in charge, I don't care so much. Chen Jinfa came from a taxi driver, become the owner of 5 ginger duck restaurants. He once said, get a house and get a loan to start a business. Very confused, but maybe God loves fools. A stroke of luck made him turn around, and he also cherishes gratitude very much. For a healthy duck concept, spend millions to build a duck house. Even if it backfires in the end, he still keeps looking for good ingredients, healthy food. Dedicated to consumers. Is it yummy? Very delicious. Thumbs up.